Hi guys, 732 Review Crew back. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Eddie.
And unfortunately, Mike is now sick for this episode of Fringe. This is season 1, episode 5. But Eddie's back. Hi, Eddie.
What's up, guys?
Eddie's caught back up on what happened last episode, and he's aware of the Watcher, or the Observer. And we're pretty excited to see what happens in these episodes, get through some nice, fun episodes, and learn about World of Fringe as we proceed towards the the mystery. What's causing these occurrences to happen? I'm ready to jump into this one. It's pretty fun.
Jump into it. Yeah, I'm excited.
During this episode, keep your eye out for a bald man with no facial hair and no eyebrows.
I will try my best.
And if you see him, point him out, because otherwise, we're playing Where's Waldo nowadays with these episodes. The fans pointed out a bunch of cool, fun facts about that guy, so thank you very much. And thank you for joining us. We're going to be starting this one in 3, 2, 1. Oh, his alarm died. Power went out.
Oh, look at yourself. Tuck in your shirt. Put a comb through your hair, for God's sake.
Hair looks fine.
Your hidden potential.
It's Migar.
Late again, engine making personal calls?
No,
Who's this?
nobody.
She your girlfriend?
No, she came with a phone.
What are you, stalking this girl?
No. Are you kidding me?
Oh, come on. Unbelievable. 2 in 1 week. Your sweep's leaving, Meager. Get on it. Get another gig.
You're fired.
How could he have controlled that thing exploding on him?
Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt.
No
That's the woman.
Don't you usually have a little
There's pictures of, right?
tablet
Yeah,
thingy with you?
yeah, 100%.
It's kitschy, right? I was gonna put it on one of my jackets.
Oh, that's...
Breaking out, bro.
That's,
You still on for drinks tonight?
Of course. But you better not keep me out too late this time.
we'll see.
Yeesh. Okay, you're struck out, buddy. Get out of there.
No, please don't do this to me.
Oh, his motions affect.
Something.
Oh, what happened?
Do his emotions affect electronics? There he is, the Watcher. That was him.
Was it?
Yeah, the Observer. I'm sorry, not the
Please hold
Watcher.
the elevator.
You got the hat. Top.
Oh, the elevator's gonna fail because he's emotional.
Oh, you dropped.
Oh no! That's you can't come back from that one. Can't come back from that one.
Are you okay?
Get away from me.
Gonna stop short.
Oh, it's crashing.
He affects electronics. The emotions.
I saw him last night.
You saw John?
In my kitchen. I grabbed my gun. But he was gone.
Oh.
You want my advice? Next time John shows up for a nightcap, give him one.
I'm being serious.
So am I. You think that a few weeks pass and everything you went through just goes away? Don't fight it. It'll get easier.
It's wise.
You cannot imagine what it's like for a man like me to not have access to parts of his mind.
Visiting hours. Everybody put on their best straitjacket.
Approximately 10:17 this morning.
I mean, the safety's clamped onto the rails, all right, but for some reason the motor just kept going.
That's
Really melted
familiar.
the shoes, which is technically
Impossible? Yeah, we're seeing a lot of that lately.
He's got the corporate white hard hat.
Yep.
It's almost like
Clean
another
hat.
generator came online, jacked into the system, and overloaded it with double or triple the voltage.
Exit wound burns.
Oh, he did burn them.
This woman displays all the symptoms of a classic.
Thermoelectric trauma.
What are you two saying?
He's saying that all these people were electrocuted.
Electrocuted.
Oh. Oh, it's electric in here. I mean, magnetic, right?
How
Yeah.
are you doing that?
This
Well,
entire
electric.
space is charged with electromagnetic energy, far beyond that which occurs in nature. Every one of the passengers in this elevator dead by the time we hit the ground.
Well, that's good at least.
The government had asked me if it was possible to make a human being trackable by pigeons. And I'm sure it had something to do with the commies. It always did back then.
Wow.
Did you just make that thing come back to life?
No, not in this particular instance.
This particular instance. But a different one.
It is the residual energy from that person that's making this heart pump.
There's so much residual energy that the heart is beating.
That person was a human being.
He's so smart.
Yeah.
I've had a really hard day.
I'll make it easy. It's not your uniform anymore. Get your ass down to the
Oh
locker room.
shit!
Take
Give
it
him
off and
emotion.
leave it there.
No, please.
Uh-oh.
Mr.
Get
Boynton!
out of here, Meager. I don't want to see you in this building anymore. Get the hell out of here!
Pupils are so big.
Oh! Whoa!
Ow.
Ow! Ow!
Yeah, no,
That finger had more than six.
6 fingers.
That was
Yeah,
6
someone
fingers.
mentioned it on the comments of an earlier.
Yeah, I'm glad I looked that time.
In the course of investigating other pattern cases, we've come across a handful of clinics, off-the-grid operations that solicited clients by making the same kind of claims you see advertised on TV at 3 a.m.
Oh my god.
Wanted in 4 states and 3 countries for illegal human experimentation. Was pumped full of stimulants and kept awake for a solid year, fed on a steady visual diet of horrific images.
Oh my god.
That's
I
awful.
only bring it up because if Dr. Bishop is right, it might very well be that someone made him this way.
I'd like to read the files on Dr. Fisher.
I'll have him transferred to your terminal.
I wonder, is it? It has to be him because they brought him up. But like, but how? Did he go to like therapy or something, and that's what happened?
Yeah, I mean, remember the thing in his locker that said like become a better person or whatever?
Oh my god. Ohio. God darn it, Ohio.
Makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Good to see John again.
Hello?
How's the elevator working if all the lights are out? Elevator tech in comments, let us know.
Elevator tech in the comments. Gonna be like nothing. Ah, it is him.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I'm here to help.
You tried to kill me.
No. Liv. I loved you. I can prove it to you, but not here. It's just not the way it works.
He disappeared last time though, so like, is he real or is he like a vision?
Looking for a person, but Jacob Fisher is after him also. You need to get to him first before Fisher can use him.
Lights are back on.
Is trauma like post-traumatic stress disorder? What does that mean? 2,000 pound capacity.
Yeah.
The car weighed 1,440 pounds. The combined weight of the victims, 1,275.
How do they know about the weight before they're
Discrepancy of
impacted?
165 pounds.
Is he trying to make a Chag Shog?
It is possible that he could have levitated long enough to escape the brunt of the impact.
What?
Maybe whoever we're looking for isn't in control of their abilities. Maybe they don't even know what they're doing.
They're smart. Why are they so smart?
Oh!
What's up with his arm?
Maybe last episode?
Where the hell have you been?
Mom, a few months ago I was reading this magazine and there was this ad in the
You're
back about
right.
tapping into your hidden potential, you know? And I
You're so
figured
right.
It couldn't hurt, so I went down to this office. They said they were gonna realign the electrical impulses of my brain, make it mimic a more confident person.
Get a hold of your...
Damn it, Mom!
He's gonna kill her.
Please help me!
He's shocking her, you're right.
Gonna have a heart attack.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
The phone won't work. Aww. Wow, this just went 0 to 100 faster.
Oh, this is terrible.
Went from 0 to 100 to 0 to 100 again. Oh, it's a doctor.
We're here to adjust your medication.
You did this to me. What did you...
Oh, Dart. Pretty smart to knock the guy out too, because otherwise he can't be emotional.
Yep.
By coastal parcel.
Oh shit. Let's go.
That was quick, okay. They're gonna go to his apartment and find his dead mom. Yeah, the pulse that's probably a weak heart.
She was found dead. Pacemaker malfunction.
Oh, pacemaker.
Walter wants to know what's in the apartment. What kind of gadgets? An answering machine? Telephone? Boombox? Fan?
Boombox.
Guy was listening to music.
I know how to find him.
Oh, the music.
Little doubt that cassette has been imprinted with Miga's electrical signature. Look. There it is.
He's so
excited.
Mr. Miga. Yes. Now to find Miga.
How?
Birds.
Birds. There was a warehouse next to a bridge.
There's plenty of those, okay?
I guess.
Oh, they just rent the same one.
Oh, he's got rods in his head.
Yep.
So we're putting GPS chips on carrier pigeons to find a man who can control electricity. I have you to thank for that, don't I?
Yeah, that's me.
Using GPS to track pigeons is so funny.
Oh, he's gonna have another John vision. Nailed it. Can she talk to the dead? Make out with the dead?
Isn't that what they meant when they said speaking in tongues?
I didn't betray you.
Tried to ram her with your car and shot at her.
Hey, I think this bird thing
There.
might actually work.
So he's not there.
But he's tangible. She just made out with him. Unless she's going absolutely insane. She's gotta have some power.
Like one frog has more toes on that one foot. They're too comfortable with you.
Come on.
You spoiled them too much. Oh, yeah, he got real beat up.
Yeah.
The cackling with the pigeons.
A true psychopath. And how are they supposed to follow them?
GPS. They're flying in formation. Oh, little mini jumper cables on those?
It is unfair. You don't realize what you are.
A human battery?
More than that. Oh no, there's a random fodder agent. Oh no.
Oh no. Agent Smith, no.
There's two fodder agents. Oh no. Fry the car, electromagnetic guy.
Peter, drive your car into their car.
He already has enough injuries. Yeah,
Oh.
look, he's doing things.
Oh!
That seems like more than electromagnetic pulse, but I don't know enough about cars.
He shifted the car.
He shifted the gears.
Freeze! Stop!
No, say you're here to help. He's just a scared man. A scared, timid man.
Oh, I told you Peter's doing it, but it was one through the car. Crowbar.
We're going to help you.
That's what they said. Please, I want to go home.
I'm afraid we can't let you do that.
Too much of a risk right now.
Yeah, bring him to Walter. That might be a death sentence, though.
What's my name?
Do you remember it?
Starts with A. Yes.
Astrid.
I knew.
He's getting closer.
Are you feeling well?
Fine.
You haven't seemed yourself lately.
I haven't been sleeping very well.
Tell him. He might know.
That's what they've all been saying.
Nothing.
Tell him.
See you tomorrow.
We've been seeing him.
Yes, he's so smart.
Friend, John Scott.
Or was it because of the brain link thing?
Not hallucinations.
Projections?
When you were in the tank, that
Oh!
his consciousness crossed over into yours.
So that's the good of John went into her.
There's only room for one voice in your head, not two. This is your brain's way of working it out.
He'll go away, is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
I wonder if he has a voice in his head too, like
You
that.
really want him to?
Doesn't seem like it. He's not like a talk to self type of person.
Quick, kick out your gun and shoot him, see if it works.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Creepy tunnel? What?
That was his workspace, I guess. His office. Maybe he was on the previous team that was investigating this stuff.
And she bought him out with the Massive Dynamics bought him out.
No.
You know how
No, I mean I think this is John's lab, and he was part
Yeah.
of the team that previously worked for that guy.
and Massive Dynamics is paying him.
Maybe.
Oh, was he
gonna propose?
Oh no.
That's when he was saying earlier.
I will prove it, Liv,
Yeah.
that I love you
Wow. Okay.
Always.
Nice put together. That's got to come back deeper. So that was an interesting episode. It felt, besides the John, it felt pretty standalone because it probably introduced Dr. Jacob Fisher, who probably going to either come back in a certain way or his experiments will, I think.
Maybe his experiments, but I think he was really just to show that there's other fringe scientists out there continuing their experiments. They're not exactly part of the pattern or a larger scheme happening, but definitely not adding to the stability of
the world,
the sciences.
And they also know what's going on to an extent, so they had to be maybe former scientists involved with certain technologies, and then therefore they're experimenting, or maybe they're just mad scientists, just like our man
Walter wasn't like, hey, I know him.
And I wonder,
it seems like it was something entirely different.
And I wonder if there's anything involved with this not sleeping well thing, like you brought up, because both Peter and Olivia are both not sleeping well. So I wonder if it's something larger causing them not to sleep well, something being hinted at, or if it's just their, personal battles they're fighting or stressing them.
I think that's kind of what I'm getting the feeling of.
Now we meet Joseph Meager in this one, who wanted to discover his hidden potential and become more confident. So he went to therapy and was experimented on and given electric powers, the ability to control electrical currents, it seems like was the main thing.
Yeah.
Which I guess allows him to do things like drive cars.
He could create a pulse of electromagnetic energy,
which was cool.
Which was overloading things or overriding things.
It was awesome. The fact that the way they proved it, with Walter having the necklace just float was awesome.
Yeah.
But then again, it wasn't the crash that killed everyone, but the electrical burns, and so that means he can interact with hearts too. But then he also saved himself because he was electromagnetic. He was able to suspend himself for a second.
Yeah.
So it was all done self-consciously, which is it's pretty funny to think about, but pretty cool. Even just like the whole episode was just based on just fringe science, real science, electrical stuff. But what if a person was electrified, and what if you used tracking pigeons to find that person, which was great.
Yeah. Well, they're just tracking the signal.
I love the whole pigeons part, because that pigeon part was pretty fun for me, because it was just, it was something silly, but it made sense with, logic. If a person could be magnetic enough for pigeons to track, you could track it with pigeons.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that was definitely cool. I think it was a good episode. Overall, kind of just seemed like a one-off kind of thing, unless that doctor ends up playing a role in the future.
Or his, his victims.
Because now he's locked up, but I'm wondering... I think the biggest part of that episode was them finding John's workshop where he was investigating. Yeah. They're going to get a lot of clues and information it seems that they had been missing out on.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm definitely curious as to previously, was he working, as part of trying to solve the pattern, or was he in the pockets of massive dynamic, which we saw that he kind of was?
Yeah.
But maybe not fully. I don't know. We have a lot of questions.
He might have gotten bought out, yeah. Now, the interesting thing, too, is that there's something called consciousness crossover, which occurred when they were doing the whole, basically talking to him.
First episode.
Yeah, first episode shenanigans. And it's pretty interesting because, we come to realize that there's a lot of things that could imprint. Last episode, they brought up the idea of osmosis of thought. So basically, if you're with someone long enough, their thoughts can transcend to you, and you may know something that without even knowing it.
Well, what Walter was saying is there's no room in the brain for two consciences.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it's cool that we're seeing all these things, because technically the osmosis crossover could have affected, when we learned about last episode, could by proxy be why Olivia knows so much about things too. I'm going to prove it, etc.
Because she doesn't know much.
Well, what we're saying is we learned basically that you subconsciously learn things from people if you're around them somewhat by this osmosis thing. I don't know if that was being played at for last episode and this episode.
No, he was talking about the brain link that she did with him.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying things knowing about the ring, him saying okay, there was a ring, could have been that, osmosis, because technically his consciousness was coming into hers, but she knew knowledge that, he knew, him saying, I'll prove it.
Well, yeah, because he led her to the office where she found the ring.
Yeah, which I'm saying,
as always.
Which I'm saying, is it caused by the consciousness crossover or also the osmosis thing that we learned about?
No, I think it's specifically the consciousness crossover, because part of him came into, they explained it, that part of him came into her.
Interesting.
And he's conscious enough to be able to, it is her mind, but at the same time, there's another voice in there. And he was, leading her to that.
Makes sense. Now we did see the observer in the elevator scene when he comes. The observer exits the elevator as he goes in,
And then the elevator crashes.
Exactly. So I wonder, was he in any other scenes in this episode's fans? Because I didn't seem to notice him in any other scenes. Eddie didn't seem to.
I didn't even notice him in that scene.
I noticed him because he took his hat, and that's the main reason why.
Fair.
Now, I like how one quote that stuck with me too in this episode was Walter was asked about, if this was caused by him or if he did anything like this or something like that, and he said no. And then he paused for a second and he went, and not in this particular instance.
Yeah, well,
it's just him alluding to, most of the things have been caused by him and his science he learned and worked on.
Yeah.
And this time it just wasn't him.
I think he's definitely the most prominent of the Fringe scientists, besides, but I think there is a lot of them.
Besides the other guy, Bell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides that, I'm just curious to see what keeps going on. This one, felt pretty cut and dry in terms of most things. I liked how Peter once again, came in clutch by stopping the bad guy like last episode. This time he didn't get, kind of beat up for it or tortured. That's why I forgot about that. But when you asked about that, I do remember that.
'Cause I didn't fully watch last episode. I kind of just got the main points.
Yeah. Which is the main thing I forgot to tell you was basically too was when he was tortured, they hooked him up to a machine and plugged it into his nose and his brain and had him strapped down. So that makes a lot of sense why he looks like that now. And the guy was able to read his thoughts through that. That's why
I was like, why is no one freaked out that he looks super beat up? But that would be why.
Yeah,
that would be why.
And I like how Walter slowly starting to remember Astrid's name. I wonder if that's gonna be anything big or important, or if it's not related to anything. It's just like a gag.
I think it's just showing that he's slowly getting his mind back. I don't think it'll ever obviously fully come back. Maybe at final moment of lucidity if the show ever gets to that point. But I think that's gonna be part of the fun is that Walter obviously helps them solve all their cases, but he doesn't remember everything to do it quickly enough or efficient enough.
Fair enough. Now, I don't have any other questions or anything else to bring up. Besides, I'm just curious to see how this keeps going. So thank you for joining us. I'm Mikey.
And I'm Eddie.
If you enjoyed this, check out the Patreon for full lengths. Thank you very much to our patrons for picking this. We're having a good time with it. We'll make sure Mike catches up for this next episodes next week. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already to the channel on YouTube because the support does go a long way. And have a good holiday. Bye.
See ya.